They all up in the room, right? This is after the resurrection of Jesus Christ. After the resurrection of Jesus Christ. He done died, he done paid the penalty, he's back up, and then everybody know the proof. Y'all remember my brother talking about those 2 cups at the Last Supper? Anybody remember what those 2 cups represented, he said? The first cup was, he said, was experience. And he gave everybody is going to get some experience. Okay. Yours might not be my experience, but you'll have some way to relate to my experience through your experience. Everybody going to get some of that. And it's a nasty, bitter tasting experience. There's some joyful experiences also. But that there cup was, pretty bitter. Then there was a second cup. That cup came after supper. After the cup of release. Any of y'all ladies smoke cigars? That's why I said that. You know how it feels after you eat a good meal that you done paid $55 for? When you light up a cigarette, a cigar, $55. So you're a cigarette smoker. I'm talking about $55. After a cheap meal? I ain't talking about after a hot dog. I'm talking about after a good meal. And you light up a cigar. Do you know why I'm saying a cigar? After you done had this meal, that experience, and you conquer it. Okay. All right. You spent $55 on a meal. You know, either you crazy and stupid, or you got it to do it. All right. Are y'all feeling it? Are y'all feeling me? Not no day-to-day thing. No, you got it. I did it. I got it. I made it. Like that. So you light up that second that cigar and say, feet up on the table. If anybody went through something, crushed it, conquered it,
victory cigar.
That's that second cup. We all gonna get that. This is the second cup. First cup experience, second cup satisfaction. And as we had Luke 24:36. And as they thus spake, Jesus what? Can y'all read that? What is that? Who? Jesus himself. God himself. I ain't no spook. I ain't down here. There ain't no Roman gonna beat me upside the head. Y'all not gonna sit there and watch me get arrested. Y'all ain't gonna let you sit here and watch some straight and son of a SOB kiss me on the face, and I gotta humble it. No. Now, I'm here as Jesus himself. There's something about Jesus himself in all of our lives. You understand what I'm saying? What that means is Jehovah. Jehovah means Lord. Lord, the word for Lord means owner. Jehovah also means is. Present. Is. This word that y'all get tonight, the word that y'all got from Cherry Monday night, the word that y'all may get from Sunday, the word you may get when you're studying your Bible tomorrow, might not come until Jesus himself steps in and says, this is why I took you this route. This is why that happened. God say answers all the time. Lord, what am I supposed to learn from this? When Jesus himself steps in, he's going to show you exactly why. Exactly what you need to know from that experience. Okay? Stood in the middle of it and said what? Peace be unto you. And he handed them a light, stuck his finger on their mouth.
Victory.
Are y'all understanding? Peace be unto you. But we still flesh. Oh, it says so right here. But they were terrified and afraid and supposed that they had seen a spirit. That spirit here is talking about a ghost. You know what I mean? Whoa. back then, you got to realize, see, we took a lot of things for granted, how these stories, how Satan could work with them back then, because at nighttime was a very scary time. All the way up until, I mean, you're talking way, oh man, what, 5,000 something? We're used to it. You know what I mean? But prior to Thomas Edison and the light bulb, yo, man, you know, it was dark. You only had moonlight and your little candle. And with your little candle, you can only see but so far. So you didn't walk very fast and you didn't walk very far. You know what I mean? I'll be going, woo, woo. Y'all know how we do it. I don't know what that was. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Stuff, you know, they had wooden houses and things, and like still be some dogs and some of them, that wood, you hear it creaking. We gotta move. Okay, we gotta go. Nighttime was very scary. So how did they entertain themselves back then? They told stories. And our people back then, the same way we are. We ain't gonna tell a story straight. We're gonna add on. We're gonna take away. We're gonna juice it up. Y'all understand? Put some seasoning on it. Exactly. You know what I mean? So these ghostly things here came up, so that was already in the back of their mind. You know? So here he goes, pop it up. The door's right there, Jesus. You know what I mean? I mean, the door, you know, you supposed to stand and knock. But he popped up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he says, but they were terrified and afraid and supposed that they had seen a ghost. Now I want to tell y'all something. A good thing has happened. Like I said earlier, now I wanted this to be a lesson. And when it says Jesus himself stood, let's just say that that's a good thing that has happened, right? Now you would expect, if you was doing something good for somebody, that they would receive it with, you know, tender loving care, open arms, enthusiasm. You understand what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But when this good thing that you have done, representing Jesus himself stood, what did they do? They got terrified and afraid and thought that they seen a ghost. I'll give you a good example. This particular church here, I use this church here at Faith Tabernacle because it's a good thing. I believe it is. Good word, good people, you know what I mean? The whole thing. We ain't nothing perfect about it at all. You know what I mean? Everybody here know that. You know what I mean? But for the most part, I think we're Christian fundamental church, and we teach the word the best way that we can. Now, you would think people would receive that. But what happens is, when we give it to them, they get terrified and afraid. You understand what I mean? People get scared. You know, they're not used to it. They're not used to that. You know what I mean? When we talk, we hear the office boys talk about bringing in structure. We want to do a little more structure. You know, people get scared. Whoa, try to change. Who's trying to change? We want to try to deal with the time. Someone's trying to rush them. We're trying to use structure. People get terrified and afraid and thought that they had seen a spirit. Something strange has happened. Something strange has happened. You understand what I mean? Look, I'll tell you. When you're potty training a kid, the first time that they sit on that john, I'm going to tell you something right now. They're going to crap all over the john. If they crap it up, because something, this is good. The toilet is good. This toilet is Jesus himself stood. But because something has changed, you understand what I mean? They get afraid. Women and men, have you ever been treated real good by a dude or a woman? And you start backing up? What the hell He opened the door for me? He didn't ask me to at least put the tip out? And then he dropped me off, walked me to the house, gave me a handshake, left. Call, okay, you all right? Yeah, I'm all right. He warming you up. See? Hip-hop. Frankie. Talk that thing. What spirit?